make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You gonna see the thumbnail, man. Like that last conversation. Um, some of us have had, in life, the sometimes the bittersweet privilege of having that last conversation. And as you grow older, you're gonna have to have it probably more often. And here's some things that, you know, sometimes it's by surprise. Sometimes it's happening. But for the most part, anger, bitterness is not really there because the moment is so final. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to take into consideration you might be mad at people. You might feel cheated, but that ain't even that's not even for that last conversation. And it's weird because sometimes those last conversations, think about somebody summing up their last few words of what they want to say. And it's honest, surreal sometimes. And us taking those words in and then playing them in our heads over and over and over. It's the last conversation you might ever have. And for some of us, it's scary. I say that because you don't want it to be the last thing. Sometimes people say, say I love you because it might be the last time. That might be your last time ever saying it to somebody, or a person's last time hearing it. And it seems so cliche. It really does. It seems very cliche that you say that, but honestly, it's true. So that's part of the having a last conversation. The other thing is you might want to take into consideration that they might want to go out a certain way. And I got the picture from a clip. Let me say, "This Is Us," and it's like his basically the last words, last conversation, something like that. But he was saying goodbye, and you come to the realization that it is better to have and lost than have never had it all. You know. The other thing is, that's why I say it's bittersweet, because you lose somebody and you mourn, but you appreciate that you're there. You know what I'm saying? You're there. Difficult topic. Let's just say that. Sometimes you wish you said other things. You wish man, I wish I would have said this instead. But you learn that that's a listening time. It's not really a talking time, because you have more words. They don't. That's the thing about that. You have more to say, but you got to be quiet because you just need to listen. You know, you tell them that you love them and whatnot, because they need to hear that. Um, One thing I can say, I haven't. In that scene, the father was scared. The father was scared. I haven't had that moment. So, thank God, you know. Um, people I know were either by surprise or they were ready to go. But you might have to ease somebody through, you know. And I know it sounds weird to say this, but some people have a hard time dealing with a person's last moments and they're shy away from it. But I would say don't, because um, the guilt of leaving them at that last moment hanging is going to be more traumatizing than you seeing them take their last breath or speak those last words. Because you know, I remember my last conversation with my grandmother. It was over the phone, you know, and I tried to keep a good face, but I knew, I knew. Well, I just didn't know it was that fast. Um, the most important thing I would say in that moment, because you're going to have this conversation with somebody, is you can't never prepare for it, but you can be on your best behavior as a human being to give them some dignity on the way out. Don't break down and leave them, and they're heartbroken and distraught on the way out. Try to wait until that moment's over, you know, because they can't stay no matter how much you will cry. They can't stay. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.